Welcome to the first of our little tutorials in FL 2024. Today, we're just putting together a beat with stock plugins to show one of the routes you can take to learning how to make music. Something to keep in mind is regardless of what any one artist does, there is no right or wrong way to make music, and my brother and I, the two halves of the horizon, have wildly different approaches to how we build rhythm and melody. Let's just open FL and pop into a basic project here. We've got an empty pattern and a simple drum kit which will suit us just fine for the moment. We're going to make sure that the pattern toggle is lit up or selected at the top of the screen, which keeps you from playing through your playlist window on the right. And then from here, you can click on one of the drum samples to pull up its properties window. You can play the sample every time you left click it with your mouse, or if you have a MIDI controller plugged in, you can play through the scale with it. Close any of your extra windows aside from the mixer, playlist, and pattern to free up your workspace, and let's start doodling. We'll lay out some hats and a kick snare progression just to get us started. You can mess with tempo to find the pace you want and start building some variation. When you're learning, there is no shame in just clicking around to see how different things sound, so try out a few arrangements, and then we'll pop open a simple synth to put some flavor in our little jam. We need to drop our drums into the song playlist. Just select the pattern on the left side of the window and stick 4 of them in there. Press P to use the pointer tool if any other icon is already selected though. Click the small plus sign at the bottom of the pattern window and select any synth. We're going to stick with mini synth for the tutorial though because it is simple. You want to have some help in staying in key, especially early on, and by setting the key helper, it'll mark notes in the piano roll that work for your selected key. We're going to go with F sharp minor, put down a simple progression here, and then avoid saying the word key again. Once we've got us 8 bars of music, we're going to add a little variation and then route our sound to keep from getting too muddy. We're going to go to our drums pattern, then make the second one in line unique. This allows us to clone the original and add progression without starting from scratch on the next one. Since the jams are shaping up, let's name our drum and synth channels, bust the drums together for test running FX, and whip out a bass. We're still going to roll with stock plugins for now, so feel free to hunt through them for a sound you like and that works in the low register. You've got the bones of something now, and from here you can feel out where you want to go. Trim down the drums and mellow out the melody for some movement and dynamics, or toy around with a little distortion and some drive to get all crunchy. Conversely, if the percussion isn't doing it for you, there's plenty to choose from in your browser window on the left. Just select Library and then Samples. Drag and drop into your playlist to build beats or build out patterns like we did before, and then try some new sounds out to spice things up. You can put together an FX stack for each sample too and make each sound unique, and then you're well on your way to your first song. You've got the start now. You can make patterns and note progressions in piano roll, and you can put those patterns and samples down to build on, so go find your sound, and we'll see you on the next one.